Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome back to another video. And obviously we are not in the same setting that we're always in because we have a new series on the channel called Brani Bakes. And I figured we've been playing a lot of games on the channel, from The Walking Dead to Minecraft to so many other ones, and it really made me think, out of all of the games that we've played, how many of the foods from in-game could we create in real life? And today we're going to be making a Minecraft cake solely from the recipe that they give us in-game. But before we start, if you guys have never seen me before, hi, hello, welcome. Go and check out the other content, and if you like it, please like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get right into the video, shall we? Okay, so we really got to think about the crafting recipe for a Minecraft cake, because if I'm remembering correctly, it is 3 wheat, 3 buckets of milk, 2 dollops of sugar, and 1 egg. And if you guys know anything about baking, this does not sound normal, especially with the fact that it's supposed to come with the icing already, and this, that, and the other. We're gonna have to fuck around a little. And my thing is, obviously 1 egg is 1 egg, but it shows like 2 piles of sugar and like the wheat and stuff, and it's like, how much of each thing are we supposed to use? A cake in Minecraft is equivalent to a block, and a lot of people universally just kind of think that 1 block in Minecraft is 1 meter by 1 meter, or if I'm remembering correctly, 3 feet by 3 feet, and that is a lot of cake. And obviously with this recipe, we are not going to be able to get that much cake, so how are we? This is going to be interesting. So for the sake of our recipe, what I think we're going to do is, for each part, for the flour, I think we're going to use wheat as flour, obviously. So we're going to use a whole cup of flour, which each part is going to be equivalent to 1/3, because obviously, okay, we got to keep it true to game. 1 egg, and we have 2 things of sugar and 3 things of milk. And one thing that I'm thinking though is that this recipe, it's supposed to come with icing. And if you guys know anything about icing, I think what we're going to do is we're going to save 1 of these dollops of sugar and 1 of the parts of milk and use it so we can make us some icing.
To begin crafting our cake, I started with the wheat, putting some flour into our bowl.
Hold on, what fucking cup is this? Okay, this is half a cup. We're fine, we're good.
We continued to put 3 of our half cups for each part, making a total of 1.5 cups of flour. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a good base starting out until I realized we had more dry ingredients to put in.
How much sugar should I use? Hold on. After countless hours of research, I think each part sugar is going to be equivalent to 1 tablespoon. I think, because I think this is going to be a really tiny cake, because to make it like true to game with like being able to use 1 egg and everything, you got to make it small, because most cakes, at least according to the box mix, at least use 2. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to have to do.
Now grabbing our great value pure granulated sugar, you know, because we're fancy, I put in 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we're saving the rest to hopefully make some icing.
And then for the milk, this is where shit gets tricky.
What I didn't know was how important the milk was going to be. I used 2/3 of a cup in our mix, but I didn't take into account how liquidy that would make our cake. But despite that though, I grabbed the vanilla anyway. Even though this part wasn't true to the game, I wanted it to maybe, at least slightly, taste a little like vanilla. Completing our mix, I grabbed the old trusty rubber spatula to incorporate all of our ingredients together.
Okay, wait. Did I add the fucking... Oh! Y'all, I about forgot the egg! Hold on. No, like, whole ass, y'all, that would have messed up everything. Like, a cake without the egg, what the hell?
Just kidding, we're not done yet. Cannot tell y'all how many times I've done that. Grabbing one of the most vital parts of our crafting recipe, I crack 1 egg into the bowl ever so flawlessly and give her that last final stir before we put her in the oven.
Okay, now, I'm gonna be straight up and honest with y'all. What the hell is this? Okay, low-key though, like, it honestly kind of looks like box mix. It's not, obviously, because y'all watch me make that shit, but like, it's almost like we're making Bisquick pancakes up in here.
Now, I probably should have taken this as a sign that something wasn't right, but YOLO. If any of you are as messy while you cook as me, be sure to get your shit off the stove before you turn it on. Late cooked cake is better than a house fire. Brani Fire Safety 101. And we're gonna crank that bad lad to 350 degrees, and looking back, I would have baked it at a higher temp, but you know, we live and we learn.
So now I'm obviously supposed to put it in the pan and bake it, but like where there's so little like there's so little substance. I'm like, I shouldn't put it in like a big circle pan, so I don't. Hold on.
I thought where the mix was going to be almost flat in whatever pan I put it in due to the quantity, that it was going to almost immediately burn in the oven. And the only pan that I thought might prevent that is my sandwich loaf pan.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Low key, we have a bread pan, and I know that sounds dumb, but if we like oil it up real good, I think this might turn out okay.
If you're watching and trying to recreate this at home, I am in fact using toilet paper instead of paper towels, but in a pinch, I swear it works the same. Bless up, Charmin. But taking a couple wads of the paper, I dab a bit of vegetable oil and rub it all around the pan to hopefully make sure that our cake doesn't stick.
It looks like pancake batter. We might just be making a giant pancake. Like, I don't fucking know. No, don't goop on the side. Oh God.
And now it is time for the moment of truth. Pouring our poorly made batter into the pan, we finally start to see our cake come to life.
So obviously we have the icing left, and at this point I'm kind of thinking to myself, reverting back to the crafting recipe, what all do we have left? And according to the set measurements that we established in the very beginning, we have a 1/4 cup of milk and like a tablespoon of powdered sugar. Yeah, I am using powdered sugar for the icing, by the way, because it'll make that shit taste a million times better. Just hear me out.
Although the powdered sugar isn't in vanilla Minecraft, with the sugar that they have, it's not super unrealistic. But putting our cake aside until the oven gets done preheating, we begin the icing. And yes, I am using a fancy glass because I don't have a bowl clean. Leave me alone. Same as our granulated sugar, I put 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar into our glass.
Ooh, she preheated.
Oh, and the oven is ready. We're gonna throw in our cake for about 10 minutes and then check how she's doing, but let's get back to the icing. Pouring a tiny amount of milk into our glass, we're gonna mix it until there's no more chunks, and hopefully we'll have some edible icing.
Hold on, I don't think we're gonna be able to use all of it. Oh shit, wait, well, okay, we'll try it, hold me on that.
What I didn't realize was that my tiny amount of milk was in fact, not so tiny.
Well, shit, that we got a problem. So the icing is incredibly too thin. It literally looks like we have a glass of just milk in front of us. So to make this at least semi-edible, we are gonna have to go off this course a little bit and add a little bit more sugar. And hey, they didn't say how big the parts were, so technically we could be in the clear still.
Hopefully by adding more of the powdered sugar, we get more of a thick consistency that we're looking for.
Ah, shit. I told myself I wouldn't get any on the stove, and I lied.
And obviously this wouldn't be a Branimation's video without something not going according to plan, but I have a feeling we can save it.
Ah, there we go. I will say though, this is kind of more like, if y'all kind of see how it's in the cup, it's low-key like cinnamon roll icing. Like, it's kind of what we're working with right now.
Although the icing is now finished, the fun doesn't end there. For example, watch me try to pour the tiniest amount of milk back into the jug. Thanks, Joe. And of course, amongst this chaos, I forgot about the cake in the oven.
Okay, listen, y'all, I fucked up. Like, the thing had been beeping, and I thought it was just fucking, oh my god, I didn't think it was the timer for the thing.
But not to fret, our cake was fine.
Okay. Y'all, this shit ain't half bad.
I say that, but what I failed to consider is that obviously our cake is gonna look a little bit more poofy and vibrant coming out of the oven. Her beautiful exterior, unfortunately, was not gonna last.
Oh no. Okay, so I lied. Apparently, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I thought, like, her coming out the oven, like, I thought she was gonna look a little better, but she looks a little deflated, okay? And I think honestly that was from lack of any baking soda that we used, but let's see what she looks like after the icing.
Hoping the icing would fix our cake, I give her a final stir, praying to whatever's out there that this would at least make it look quasi-presentable. And as I pour her on, all it looks like is, you all know what it looks like. But instead of taking the L and calling my loss here, I decided to make a little bit more of the icing to hopefully give her the cinnamon roll type appearance that I was hoping for.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be real with you. I can't. Okay. And 21 years of living on this planet, never in my life have I seen something as atrocious as this. Did y'all see the fucking icing? Okay, needless to say, this challenge was failed miserably. And okay, we could have done it better. Like, we could have made the icing a little bit thicker in consistency. She felt thick. In my defense though, she felt thick. I don't know why she's runny and looking sus. She's looking sus. That's all I'm gonna say. And she obviously, like, in the crafting recipe, like, it doesn't take account for like the little fruits on top. Like, how are we supposed to, like, what is that? And if you guys want to see more content like this where I'm just goofing around and doing stupid shit with you guys, please let me know down in the comments below. And I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.